guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is NKem, and today we're doing a food video. We haven't done this in a minute, so here we go. Today we're making seafood okra. I have been craving this dish for a long time, and honestly it was time for me to go ahead and do it. I've gone ahead to wash and prepare all my stuff, so I'm currently putting in my fish and crabs. So I'm using two different types of fish. I'm using tilapia and red brim, and I'm using crabs. My crabs have already been prepared and cut into 2 pieces. So I'm putting them in a pot, and I'm going to add just basic spices: pepper, salt, and Maggi, crayfish, and then I'm going to allow it cook for a short period of time. The goal is to try and not let all my fish break into pieces, because you know how fishes are, they don't take a lot of time to cook. So I'm just adding pepper right now. I had already added the crayfish. Going to add 3 seasoning cubes and salt as well to season it. So I'll add some water, close it, and let it boil. So as you can see, it's already boiling up to a certain level. I'm going to try and turn it, being very careful not to, scatter the entire thing. So I'll just gradually use a wooden spoon to turn it as much as I can, and taste it, make sure that everything is to taste. If I needed more pepper or salt, I will have to add that as well. So just turn it gently, as gentle as you can, and yeah, just let it boil until it's done. Then we're going to separate it after it's done. Okay. So now it's done, and honestly I was trying to avoid that part of it breaking, but I failed woefully. Like, oh my god, but it's fine, it wasn't as bad anyway. So I'm taking out everything, putting it in a bowl, because I want to cook the rest of my soup. So after I've done that, I'm going to add red oil to the stock that is already boiling and continue from there. So I've just added the red oil It was frozen a bit, but yeah, I managed to get as much as I need out. I've added the red oil. I'm going to turn that and let it just boil for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add my shrimps, because I'm going to add my prawns. They are actually prawns, not shrimps. But yeah, I'm going to add my prawns. I'm going to add my periwinkle and let that cook for a while. I didn't want to add it in the first time I was making the fish, because I felt like it was going to be difficult for me to scoop everything out in the first time. So I'm adding it now, and I'm going to let it boil. It doesn't take a while to boil, to be honest. I'm also going to add a tiny bit of obono into my meat, because I wanted it to be a lot more, drawy. I wanted it to have, that effect a lot more, because I don't plan on cooking the okra for a long time. I've just added my Okpeye and regular pepper, like habanero, that I've blended. I cannot cook soup without Okpeye. Okay, so I'm giving that a good turn, a good mix. I think I added an extra seasoning cube and a little bit more salt, and I just covered it to let it boil. Now that I've added the rest of the things that I needed, I'm going to go ahead and add the okra. The idea is that I wanted my okra to be a lot more crunchy than usual, so I'm just going to add that in now. Give it a turn. Add the fish that I have set aside into the mix. Okay, and after that it should take just a little more minutes, just like maybe a minute or two. Add your vegetables and turn the light off and just cover the pot and let the steam cook the vegetable so it's as fresh as possible. Yeah, that's mostly it. So you guys are going to see the entire process in the rest of the video, so watch till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and leave me comments and tell me what next you want me to cook. But yeah, at this point my fish is beautiful. The entire thing is beautiful because it had broken down into a lot more pieces that I didn't want that to happen. So, but it was still really, really good. This tasted really good. Like, it was beyond awesome. If you try this recipe, please let me know.